I can never give up on what I want. My heart in 27 years of life has never ever given up on me. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Petra and it's about to be 2022 and I just felt super inspired to make this video. I felt I should make a video about how I was feeling today or how I am feeling today. This is the first year in 4 or 5 years that I don't hate myself. In the past few years, during this period of time, like towards from the 20th of December, I would say, I would set my goals, like 1 year goal, 3 year goals, 5 year, 10-year goals, and be full focused listening to books and planning the books I listen to, the kind of knowledge that I need to acquire, and all of the different things that I want to do and accomplish in my life. And there was a recurring thing. I hated myself. I hated myself. I hated where I was. I hated who I was and what I was doing, where I was living, everything about my life, basically, my body, everything. And I happen to always have a weight loss goal on my goal list. Interesting, because I have never been overweight. And I'm currently a little bit heavier than I was in the past 4 years, and I'm happier than I have been ever. I'll try not to ramble too much. Point is, I just noticed today, while the day was going on, that I don't hate myself, and I'm very, very happy. I don't know if that even makes sense, but I just realized I don't hate myself anymore. I love myself. I love myself. I love my body. I love so many things about me. Sure, I still have some moments where I'm very, very hard on myself. I'm a very, very critical person when it comes to me. I'm a perfectionist, something that I'm trying to reduce. So you can imagine how that is, the kind of voice that I have in my mind constantly running. I love myself. And that is news to me. It's fantastic. I feel like crying out of joy. I am so happy. And the funny thing is, I haven't set any goals for 2022. Sure, I have some things in mind. I'm going to take the time to write them down. But I didn't feel this urge or this anxiety to set goals and be focused and do certain things by a certain time. Else I'm late, running after God knows what. And one thing I think I should mention for my future self when I watch this 20 years from now is I haven't accomplished most of the goals that I set at the beginning of this year, or the goals that I carried over from the past 4 years. Most of them I didn't accomplish. The financial goals I didn't accomplish. That was like my number one. But I've accomplished a goal that actually was not on the list, that never was on the list, and that is self-love. And I feel like a gate has been opened inside of me, and that was everything. That was the only key that I needed to have to be able to walk through the door to everything else that I want. I've had so many aha moments during this year.
Weight loss wise, motherhood wise, woman wise, relationship wise.
Motherhood. I realized that the mother I am and the mother that I strive to be is very different from what the people around me or the mothers around me want to be. I'm basically going in a different direction. And I have always had this issue that I would second guess myself because the people around me are just in a whole other direction. Or when I don't second guess myself, I sort of downgrade what I want as a mother, the things that I want to do, be present for my child. My environment sometimes make me feel like, okay, maybe you're doing too much. You could just chill. I realized that people don't have to understand me. Finally, I got it. People don't have to understand me. Nobody has to understand me. As long as I understand myself and I'm fine, my soul is okay with wherever I'm sitting, it's good. It's all good. Of course, if as long as I'm not hurting anyone also. Relationship wise, meeting my needs is something that I learned is of the utmost importance. As women, we are groomed not to say what we want. That's how we are raised. We are raised to get people to give us what we want without telling them straight to the face, okay, this is what I need from you. And it's something that I learned this year, to state my needs as they are. For example, if my boyfriend at the time, this is how I used to be, I miss him, for example. I miss him. I feel like I haven't spent enough time with him and I just need attention. I won't say it like that. No, when he calls me, I'll start a fight on something that is totally unrelated to what I want, because I can't say it. I just need you. Could you make some time for me and give me some attention? I need some attention from you at this moment. And just state it clearly, because men don't understand the twisting and the mixed messages. They don't get it. They're just confused. That's something I learned this year. And the other thing that I learned relationship-wise is self-love. Self-love. The more you love yourself, the better your relationship will be. Obviously, I am not saying that if you don't love yourself, you're not deserving of a good relationship. Obviously not. But the better you treat yourself, the better the people around you are going to treat you. That's one thing that I realized and started applying, and not only in my intimate relationships with everyone. The more I feel that the more I love myself, the better my interactions are. I meet better people. I re-meet people in the sense that people that I've known before, people that I've known for years even, suddenly I feel like I'm meeting a new person in this person. I'm re-meeting them just because I have a whole different perspective. I have a more positive outlook towards life, and from within, people come differently at me. People show me different aspects of themselves, and it's just freaking amazing. I used to think that, I used to believe, like I was conditioned to believe, that you can't make friends as an adult. It's something that is said so much in my country specifically. I don't know about other countries, but a lot of people say that when you're past university, you can't make friends. It's just colleagues and acquaintances, basically. You can't make friends and have like friends. But that's a lie. I think I've debunked that for myself this year, because I've made some amazing friends this year. Amazing friends are like my favorite people ever. And I feel that it's actually a good thing to make friends, make more friends the more you evolve, the more you grow, because the friends you make reflect where you are. And it's just amazing. Rejection is something that I had a freaking aha moment this year on, and that is the way certain interactions leave us feeling rejected, like we're not worthy, like we're not good enough. When our logical minds, if our logical minds had to analyze the conversation or the interaction, it would be like,
why the hell are you feeling this way? What the hell did they say actually?
when maybe you get up in the morning and you go to a store and you're trying to buy something and you get to the cashier and she speaks to you in a rude way. I used to feel really, really hurt by stuff like that. Really hurt. I would take it really personally. And I wouldn't say that today I wouldn't get hurt, but I would get over it really quickly and just know that it has nothing to do with me. On a certain level, it does have something to do with me, because everything that comes your way, you manifested it, you attracted it in one way or the other. But I know to tell myself it doesn't have anything to do with me. I only attract people that treat me well. People only always treat me well. And yeah, it has really shifted my interactions and how I react to negative situations. I don't let it kill me for too long. it usually took me like 3 days to like get over a negative interaction, and now it happens really fast. It happens really, really fast. Another thing that I learned this year is to ask for help. It's something that I still struggle with as someone who grew up, for one reason or the other, afraid to ask for help, felt like a burden for like the littlest things. I'm learning to ask for help and to just ask for help for everything and anything, and it feels good. And I don't want this video to be too long. I think I've rambled too much, but the last thing that I want to touch is a manifestation. One thing that I learned that really clicked it for me, manifestation wise, is this. I didn't do anything to manifest most of the things that I have. All I did was pay attention to them. So I need not break a blood vessel like Neville Goddard says. I just need to just move to another state. It's all just states, and they're all available to me. I just need to pick and choose whatever I want. This realization that I really am the God of my reality, and that everything I have, I made it happen consciously or unconsciously, and that to change is super easy. I just have to choose what I want and take my attention off what I don't want. It's that easy. It's that simple. I didn't put in any energy whatsoever to manifest what I'm currently manifesting, so why would I suffer to manifest something else? That really hit home for me. And even when I want to do, because I used to struggle enough when I'm trying to manifest something, trying to do the techniques, because I mainly used SATs, state akin to sleep visualization. And when I would not be able to do it properly, maybe I'll fall asleep too quickly and stuff, I beat myself up the next morning for not doing it properly. But now I realize that it doesn't have to be. If I did it the way I want it, fine. If I didn't, it's fine. Everything just manifests so quickly for me, and it's easy. One last thing. I know I say it was the last thing, but one last thing I feel I need to touch on, and here I am talking to myself and to anybody else who may need to hear this. This evening we had a video conference with my family, and because we're not all in the same country, so we had a video conference, and my daughter fell asleep in my arms, and suddenly I looked at her and I could see the pulse in her neck like moving really fast, and it just hit me in that moment. I can never give up on what I want. My heart in 27 years of life has never ever given up on me, has never taken a millisecond of rest. So I can't give up just because maybe I feel like I'm hitting a wall, and the wall is actually invisible, it's self-created. Well, that was just what hit me, and I thought I'd share that. So I am very happy at where I am right now. I'm starting to really see and notice the fruits of all the healing, energy healing, meditations, healing techniques, and everything that I've done. Maybe they were not necessarily the best. Some of the things that I did were not the best, maybe the most effective, but I can see now the results of everything that I've done in the past 5 years. And I love who I am. I absolutely love who I am right now. And it's interesting how much I've changed, even physically. 5 years ago, I looked older than I do now. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's all from within. As within, so without. Like, this just concludes it perfectly. As within, so without. It's all from inside. There's no exterior cause to anything that happens to us. It's all self-created. It comes from within. Whatever you feel inside of you is gonna be mirrored to you by life. Life is just a mirror. It's a screen. You're watching the movie and you're directing the movie and acting the movie at the same time. So I wish you a wonderful, 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 blessed year full of realization. Take care of yourself, take care of your health, I'm not going to say take vitamins, take walks in nature, hug some trees, connect to nature, walk barefoot in nature, because nature has so many answers. I know I'm rambling. This is a ramble video. I'm allowed to do so. Nature has given me so much in this past 5 years, so much healing. Every time I felt like I was overwhelmed or frustrated or sad or anything or depressed, if I had the strength to take myself out of the house and just walk in nature for like 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, I always came home feeling lighter. Always. I can't remember one time that I've gone into nature and I've not come back feeling better. As a result, I'm always somewhere in nature, in a forest somewhere. It doesn't matter where I am, I'll find nature and go there. And it even goes even as little as watering flowers. For example, and where I am currently, at my parents' place, forests are not so accessible, but my mom has a lot of plants. So every time I go out to water the plants, it's something that I don't really like doing, but I started to love doing because of how I noticed that every time I go and water the flowers, it's like they give me something back. They take away the weight on my shoulders, the emotional stress, everything. They take it off and I come back into the house feeling so much lighter. Like nature is so powerful. We cannot survive. And I mean, we cannot be happy and mentally stable and healthy without nature. Nature is our mother. And I mean it. Okay, I never thought this video was gonna be 26 minutes long. Happy New Year. I am excited to see what this year brings on this channel and how it grows, and meet everyone who is gonna vibrate or resonate with the content that I'm gonna put out. I love you. Happy New Year. Mwah.